Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website addressed below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you. So for your key to the week, this week you get the Empress card, and it's so nice to be able to finally bring you guys some good news, right? Your Empress card doesn't just represent beautiful things. She doesn't just represent, pretty things or or nice environments. She also represents abundance. She represents money. She represents the fruitful ground upon which we can build or what we can plant things into. Now, the fact that you've got the Empress card means that this week you could be getting support from women. It could be that you are maybe getting some good news about finances, getting some good news about money. Maybe you're beautifying yourself or some aspect of your life, or maybe you're looking at the aesthetics. And sometimes in life, when things are tight or when things don't necessarily flow the way that we want to, it's about those small changes that we can make that are going to get us to where we'd like to be, right? Or to at least lift us out of the feeling that we're currently experiencing. I've got a really good tip for you. So if things are tight, if they're not moving and you feel like you really need a change, you feel like you want to change something, change your aftershave or your perfume. It's a really small thing. If you wear the same one every day all the time, just change it. Make them say, from now on I'm going to wear this one for the next 7 to 10 days. Such a small change, but it really does make a big difference. And sometimes those small things that you can do have big sort of results. But yeah, finances look like they're going to improve this week. Maybe you're getting some good news about it. Maybe you're getting some form of assistance from your, and it will come through women. Whenever you see the Empress card, she's the Lady Venus, right? So she'll bring you some sort of good news or good energy. And Venus moves into Venus moves into Aries. Venus is currently in Aries but moves into Taurus on the 4th of March, so literally the day after I'm recording these. So your actions and your path ahead, you have the Page of Swords. This is about you. So for me, this card is very much about initiation. It's about utilizing the skills that you have. In this deck specifically, this is the Green Witch Tarot by Anne Mora. I absolutely love them. This is really, it's time for you this week, my dear Geminis, to pit your skills against the issues or problems that you're experiencing in life. Whatever that means to you, whatever you're traversing, whatever you're working on or trying to work through or break through, you're getting really proactive about using the skills that you have and putting those skills to use on the issues or the problems that you might have been facing. You want more money? This is about you saying, right, okay, what skills have I got that are marketable? What skills do I have that can earn me more money? What skills do I have that can alleviate some of the financial burdens that I might be facing at this moment in time? The other thing about this being in terms of an initiation, this could be about you seeking new jobs this week. Maybe you're looking at things that are more in line with where you actually want to be. Because the pages are very similar to aces as well, this is about you looking for a new beginning. And what is an initiation? This is where you step out of one way of being or one and I say this not lightly, but not that you're ignorant, but this is where you step out of ignorance and you learn some of the mysteries. So this could be a week where you sort of maybe not necessarily discover a secret, but it could be where you're discovering or maybe finding some sort of personal wisdom that you can use in a way that really makes things better for you going forward. But it does look like there's a fresh start in some way, shape or form. For your communications and conversations, you have the Empress card. Double hit of this. This is great. This is some news about a job, news about finances, maybe something to do with something that you've applied for, maybe something that you have put out there in terms of a skill that you have that is marketable, that is profitable. This week you could be getting it, and it feels like it will either come through a friend, maybe a friend of a friend, or maybe something pops up and someone says, oh yeah, you know what, I know who's got the smarts, who's got whatever it is that you need. It's this person. So this week it could be that you're either headhunted or you're put forward for something by somebody that you know, they could be speaking your name in circles this week that you don't realize it's kind of out there in, and it's in a really beneficial way. You've got a double hit of Empress energy, which means finances will definitely improve, and things this week are just going to seem that little bit easier, which is great. When it comes to your communications and conversations, expect to have some sort of contact from a friend, a mentor, a peer, a colleague that kind of puts you forward for something. You might not even realize that this has happened or happening, but it's going to be really great for you going forward. For your money and materials, you have the standing stone, which is equivalent to the justice card. But when you think about the standing stone, look right on there, it's got "and harm none." This really feels for me, Gemini, this is about you getting some sort of karmic reward. This is about, some effort that you've previously put in, and then you've got the double hit of the Empress card there, which is Venus, right? The Justice card, or the Standing Stone, is ruled by Venus, because it's Libra. This really feels to me like this week the money, the finances that you need is going to come. They're definitely going to improve, but it feels for me like this is about a karmic reward, some effort that you've previously sown, something that you have already put maybe somebody at one point really needed something and you stepped in to help them. This feels for me like some sort of divine reward, and it will be Venus's blessings, right? So what is Venus? She's money, she's material, she's sensual, she is all about the 5 sense world. She's all about the balance and harmony, all things that you would associate with Libra as well, which is brilliant. And also with Taurus, and you've got 2 Empress cards here as well. So there's a very sort of earthy, practical, material, financial feel to this week, and it looks like it's really culminating in your favor. And I feel like this is in a big way like the universe saying, you know what, I've seen your hard work, I've seen your hard efforts, I've seen everything that you've done for others, maybe when nobody was even paying attention, or you thought nobody was paying attention. But there's always there's always something out there that is observing. So it feels this week like the rewards, or the assistance or abundance that comes to you, this is a reward for all of the good things that you've put out into the universe. And then finally, for your love and relations, you've got the World card, or the World tree in this. I love this deck. It's just so beautiful and so earthy, and it's such a more sort of aligned energy for me, because it's very sort of naturey. So I love it. This is great for those of you that are single. It looks like the person that you're meeting this week, if you're open to it, it looks like the person that you're meeting will either be somebody that works in a legal profession, this could be somebody that works in a uniform, anything from, a lawyer to a doctor. It could be somebody that works in the legal field. It could be somebody that works even in the academic fields as well. This thing with the World tree, though, it always suggests, because the World tree is ruled by Saturn, and it has that very sort of older energy, and right next to the Standing Stone, what I will say to you is the person that you are likely to gravitate towards this week, or may show up for you, is very likely to be somebody that either works in some sort of official authoritative capacity, and they will likely be older than you, and they'll be very, very pretty. Man or woman, guys can be pretty too. But yeah, it looks like this person is very good looking, but also very well established in and of themselves. For those of you that are partnered, the World tree bodes really well for you guys, and it comes right underneath the Earth Mother. This is a very earthy week, even though you're an air sign, but this is bringing all of those things out of the sort of imaginal and bringing them into the tangible. So this is going to be the week where you start to see physical rewards for efforts that have been sown, which is beautiful. For those of you that are partnered, this really says that you and your relationship is strong. I don't see any issues here at all. And it's like, if there are any limitations, this week you'll just meet them head on, but together. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a really strong sense of harmony, peace, you know, sensuality, sexuality, and enjoyment, balance. And it's all kind of adding up to this experience of, you know what? We are solid. So for those of you that are in relationships, marriages, partnerships, all the rest of it, this is a great week for you, because your partnership is just, it's, you know, it's tight. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.